Guys, welcome to, what is this, Saturday night thrift haul?
Not Waste Not Wednesday.
I'm like, it's not Waste Not Wednesday. So stay at home. It's a thrift haul. That's what we're doing. Sorry, and I'm gonna disclaimer front of the video. Just got out of the shower, and my face was really irritated, so I couldn't put makeup on because we did insulation all day. So if you say I look tired, I'm gonna strangle you through the camera. Just kidding. I just have no makeup on. Anyways, welcome. We're super excited to be here. If you like DIYs, thrift hauls, farmhouse videos, make sure to give us a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. We go live every Saturday night at 8:30 and we tell you what we bought, what we paid for it, and what we'll sell it for. And then at the end, we wind up doing some makeovers of what we bought.
Yeah, and most generally, everything does sell. Like every now and then we'll have an accumulation of things that have kind of been lingering, but for the most part, stuff goes.
If you're interested in buying anything you see tonight, you can pick it up at jrvhome.com or stop by the shop in Lehi, Utah. So we're going to go ahead and
let's
get
talk
started.
about this big rooster here. He's a big bad rooster, and if you run into one in real life like this, unless he's been carried around by a 3-year-old his whole life, he'll probably let you know that he's in charge.
Ironically, we have another rooster just like this in the shop that actually hasn't sold. But I bought this one because I thought, well, maybe I'll paint it and I'll either take the other one home or I'll paint this one and take it home. Or they could be twinners. Because I actually bought the other one thinking that I would. And, you know, we're going to move into the farmhouse eventually and I'm going to need a giant rooster to put on top of my farmhouse.
I mean, someone's going to live there. I don't know if it's going to be me, but someone will.
Where are you going?
I don't know. It might kill me off. All right, so rooster paid $20 for this. It does have a little bit of a break down here in the tail. The other one that we have that's just like this also has a little break in the tail. So apparently
they're fighting roosters.
That's the spot. But I think this one I can just I might try some paper clay. I think I can get it because it's got a top and a bottom. So if you stay tuned, you might get to see some paper clay repair on this.
So we're going to repair it and we're going to paint it and we'll sell it for $99. Holla!
Okay.
Oh, Katie Scott is on there. Oh, Katie has a kitchen redo. I didn't even know Katie was redoing her kitchen.
We have not been watching much YouTube of our friends lately.
I am sucking a
I would assume she's YouTubing it. If you're not Katie, you should be.
Oh, she is. I'm sure that's how Kai knows. Let's see. I'm just seeing if there's any questions.
We do have
doing a giveaway too.
Yes.
Middle of the video.
I was just getting to that, and you just got to that. No, it's
Did I
fine.
interrupt
It's
you?
just no, I wasn't interrupted. We're always on the same page,
I need
trying to
more
tell
comments.
the same stories.
I already got a comment today about it.
Really?
Yeah, I responded. It probably wasn't my best day.
When was it?
It was, well, we were working today. I was in the bathroom responding to comments like I normally do. And this lady's like...
Did you interrupt me in that video? I don't remember.
I was real excited, okay? I don't know.
You were real excited to show all the stuff.
Pretty sure that I said that I did interrupt you, and I'm sorry, but I was real excited, and that you interrupt me, but people never notice or say anything because you're a man.
Yeah, we have this conversation every time. All right, cast iron. This one's coming home with me because our new stove has like a big oval burner in the middle, and it's got the skillet on one side and the griddle on the other, maybe both ways. Anyway, I'm going to recondition this and keep it for myself because cast iron new can be pricey. And this one even has like a ring to catch the grease and stuff. It's awesome. I'm actually really excited. How much did you pay for this?
$6.
$6 cast iron.
Does it have rust on it?
A little bit, but that's not a big deal. You can get that off real easy on cast iron.
So if I was going to sell it, I'd probably sell it for like $30-ish. I saw them online for anywhere from $40 to $100, depending on where you purchase them. I didn't actually look up that particular brand.
But I do a lot of breakfast foods, and this will also be perfect for cooking steaks. I actually don't prefer to grill steaks. I have a hard time getting the consistency on my heat right, and I either go way rare or burn them, so I cook them on the stove.
Sears them on the stove.
And they turn out great.
There's your Christmas present, Seb.
Woo!
That's what Jan said. It's probably true.
Anytime you get me tools or cooking stuff, it's usually a present for everybody else.
Everybody wins when Zeb makes steak.
All right, we've got some Tarnished Silver. These plates are awesome. A lot of times we get oval ones. These ones are round, and they're cool.
So a lot of times I have to get these out of the collectibles section, but today I picked them up off the floor, so they were only, this one was $3. How much was this one?
This one was $2.
Oh, $2. This one was $3. This is actually from Jim's trophy room.
What, Jim?
In Idaho Falls.
Jim, you've...
He didn't engrave it or anything.
I mean, this thing looks like it's been used a little bit, but the tarnish on there is excellent.
It's so good. They're $12.95 each, which is what I sell all my tarnished platters for, unless they're big mamma jammas.
Oh, Jim's trophy room made it. It's not from Jim's actual room. I was like, man, someone's missing their trophy.
Yep, I don't know. It's from Jim's trophy room.
Gotcha.
Unless Jim has a trophy room and he made his own stickers and he put it on the back. But
Yeah,
I don't think so.
I could see myself doing that at some point. I'm just going to set things randomly here so that as people buy stuff, Christy can play like the Where Did Zeb Put This game.
Christy does not like playing that, but Jean's watching, so she'll tell her. Speaking of Jim, where's Michelle?
Michelle!
Where's Michelle?
Michelle, your kitchen's missing a rolling pin.
I almost didn't buy it because I said Michelle on it, but I was like, there's got to be somebody that follows me named Michelle that needs this.
It's originally from Salt Marketplace. Their logo's actually pretty cool.
Yeah, it's dirty, so we're going to sand it to clean it up, and then we'll oil it. And I don't think I'm going to paint it. I'm just going to sand it and oil it.
It was $1.50.
And I'm going to sell it to somebody named Michelle or somebody that knows Michelle for $10.95.
Yeah, there's plenty of Michelles out there. I mean, you could scratch out an E and make it Michael, you know.
If you were selling something like this on a local yard sale group, you could just, you know how you can like type a name and it tags people? You could just tag everybody named Michelle in the yard sale group, and I'm sure somebody would buy it. So that's my pro tip for how
everyone named Michelle.
That's my pro tip for selling things that have names on them. You just tag everybody in the yard sale group with that name. Done.
So Jami bought a clock without me today. You know, January's the month. I'm gonna start thrifting again in January because I feel like I bring a certain eclectic flair to the thrift hauls.
I got Jim's plate and Michelle's.
You get lots of really good stuff, but I always have like the mystery item that's like, really, was that a good purchase? I don't know, but we're gonna find out.
All right.
This
Michelle
clock is cool.
Oh, Michelle tall, but she only has one L. Is there a Michelle out there with two L's?
Double L Michelle, where are you at? Okay, so this clock came with the battery, functional. I set the time. I think it is 7:40, right around there. 7:39, I don't know. Anyway, or 8:40. We're close. It's working. It's got like a fun kind of faux rustiness going on.
It's metal.
Yeah.
The back is open.
The back's open, so it's a shelf sitter.
Okay, Eclectic Flair should be Zeb's new quarter name for the website. Like I said, Zeb's Corner. We'll call it Zeb's Eclectic Flair. Done, Jen. Jen Dunn has... that was punny, because it was Jen Dunn, and I said Done Jen.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm good.
You're good. So this was $2. Only $2 for this. Do we need to paint it? I feel like it's okay.
I think I said that I was going to paint it.
Is that on the thing?
Let's see. Donna from Crescent Moon says she thinks that it's from Hobby Lobby. Probably is. It has a certain flair.
Well, it was made in China.
Caitlin says that was a knee slapper.
It was made in China, and it says no jewels, and it's unadjusted. So, you know, it needs to go to a well-adjusted home so that it can balance out. Gotta balance out the force. What color are we painting this? How much are we selling it for? Did I miss that?
I don't know. I'm waiting for Caitlin to drop the link because I'm too tired to flop back and forth between the Shopify website, so I know how much I'm going to sell it for, and this live stream. So when Caitlin puts the link, then... Oh, you already dropped it. What?
You missed it. So these are verdigris.
Oh, $14.95.
Well, they're resin, but they've got like a verdigris finish on there, also known as like tarnished copper.
Yeah, the finish isn't bad, but I think it'd be fun repainted. They were $2 each, and we're going to sell them individually. Oh, Caitlin dropped that link again. Yeah, Caitlin is way ahead of me.
This one has a little chip on it.
Oh, my hair is bugging me already. It's got to dry a little bit more before I put it up, though.
Little bitty chip on this one. So does that mean we're painting both?
Yeah, Donna said those will look good in Farm Fresh, and Jen Dunn says apothecary with red peaks on the clock. This is actually... So I didn't put the... Okay, you guys want to know a secret? I buy the stuff, but then I have these sweet people that work for me that photograph it, and Ivy puts it on the website. But this is kind of burnt orange. It's not really red. I don't know about apothecary over that. What do you think?
I'll think on it. I think it would look really good with like a gray or a black over it.
Okay. These are going to be $12.95 each once they're painted. They're really cute. These would be a great Christmas present for like if you were getting somebody some jewelry, you could get a little box, put a cute little necklace, bracelet, some diamond earrings.
Do you want those?
No.
I haven't ever known you to be super excited about getting jewelry.
No.
I gave you a couple of rings before and then the engagement ring, and you still have all of those, but all the other jewelry I've ever gotten you has kind of gone by the wayside.
What other jewelry have you ever got me?
See, that's why I don't get it for you anymore.
You didn't. I had the Valentine's Day ring, the promise ring, and the engagement ring. I actually don't wear any of them, but that's just because I'm too fat for them. I bought this ring on Amazon. It is real gold.
That's actually, and now we can
Now we're
be
twinners.
matching. Right?
In case anybody's ever wondering why I have just a plain band. One, because it's functional and I live a hard life. Diamonds don't last on me. And B, because I like to twin with you.
How many stones did you lose out of the ring? Is it just the one time?
Just the main diamond. Yeah. So I upgraded. But when I upgraded, I bought the lab created diamond because nobody had to like fight over it.
So we have some milk glass.
Yeah, I mean, it's not old.
Not old.
It's not
Hobnail. And it probably had, at one point, it may have had a hermetic lid, just like this
Lolly
here.
wants this clock, and she doesn't want me to paint it, I think.
No
Hold
painting.
on, wait a second.
She
Lolly.
likes the orange. That's what I hear.
Leave it, I'll buy it. Done. Lolly, but... Lolly, what is your actual name? Can you say that on YouTube?
It's a persona.
Because how do I know who bought it? Because I don't think that it's going to say Lolly Lolly on the Shopify.
Maybe her name is Lolly.
Emma!
And she just went for two.
How did I not know that? I like that name. Emma's so pretty.
Sorry, we were slightly...
Her name is Emma. She's probably told me that before too. But I'm going to tell Zep, Lolly Lolly's name is Emma. It's your job to remember it.
Probably. I need at least 2 or 3 times, but I will eventually log that away.
So this is $11.95, and it was, did you tell them how much it was?
It was $2.
$2. This is actually really great year round, but springtime is coming, and so all things white, floral vase situations are good. You're going to start seeing a springtime theme coming through my thrift hauls because I'm prepping for January, because in January ain't nobody wanting to buy Christmas or fall. They want nice white and bright.
Actually, a couple weeks before Christmas, it's kind of springtime shopping.
Cynthia says, thanks for saving the clock. Saving it from what? Jamie, where did the rusty antique keys come from? Okay, I have a guy, and I can't even remember his name. He's a picker, like he has really good antique stuff, and I just buy 100 keys at a time from him. So where did he get them? I don't know. But he lives local in Utah. So there's the story. I wish I could remember his name, because he actually has really great stuff.
I'm trying to fix this. This is a really cool blue jar. $2. How much is it selling for?
I don't know. Has Caitlin listed it yet?
I can't get it to...
Wait for it. Caitlin will tell us what we're going to sell it for any minute.
Did you not price it? Were you
Caitlin
super busy putting up insulation and didn't
Caitlin
price
listed
this?
my sweatshirt. So I got this in a grab bag. There is a gray one left. This says socially distant, if anybody was asking.
Socially distant.
Some people say it's blurry. I don't know. I'm watching the replay on my phone.
Is it blurry when I hold the camera close? Because the new phone
No, it's fine. Look.
When I hold something close to the camera, does it get blurry though?
Yeah.
Does it? I feel like that didn't blur up. I can still see.
$12.99. $12.95. Sorry.
Yeah, not blurry for
Blue
some,
Iris.
blurry for others. Hop in, hop back out.
If you guys are pickers, Caitlin is getting the sweatshirt link. It's okay, Caitlin. I'm in no rush, and I didn't buy a ton of stuff today, so we don't have to go through it. What? How much was that?
It was $2.
$2.
I think I figured out why this isn't working. Someone had this on here backwards.
Oh.
Well, maybe not. Maybe that's just wishful thinking.
Okay. I get it's 50-50 who's blurry, who's not. I'm gonna blame YouTube because it's good on my end. Is my hair dry enough to put up? Because it's making me crazy.
Hard to say.
The Coastal Chic says I'm gonna make a shirt that says it's too people-y outside.
It's too people-y outside.
Ironically, I actually really love people. I just don't really see many people unless you happen to be at the thrift store the one day I go a week, or not Costco. Sorry, I don't go to Costco. Home Depot or Lowe's. Those are the places I frequent. Everything else gets delivered. In fact, today I had Whole Foods deliver groceries to the farmhouse because I was like, I'm hungry. I need some guacamole. What?
Not to throw Whole Foods under the bus, but your guacamole has a lot of acidity in it. It's a little tangy on my tongue. Not hot, tangy.
I feel like we could eat it in breakfast burritos, but you are right. You know what it needs?
It needs salt.
Sugar.
Oh, maybe.
Not salt, sugar. I'll put a little sugar in it and it'll counteract it. Sally Bum's little super chat.
Well, thank you, Sally.
Love the shiplap at the house. Me too. I would rather be shiplapping than insulation any day, but...
The insulation is, it's winning.
But I have to do insulation because I made the appointment for Monday morning at 7:30, so.
You know, I still feel like, oh, maybe that's why it's not. I don't know. I'm going to put this over there and we'll figure that out later. The clasp is on there. It doesn't, like, snap it down tight.
Oh, Denise had some advice, and so did Not Too Shabby Patty. I had to change the resolution on the settings to get it clear. And so, Happily Ever Crafter said she changed her resolution and it was better. You know what I wonder? I wonder if it's because we have the new iPhone 12 Pros and it films in higher resolution, so you have to change the settings.
Oh, yeah, because, well, what happens
Our
is...
phones are too hot for their settings.
So what happens is it's actually more based on your connection. It will dumb down the quality if your connection to the internet or the LTE network isn't good.
It did work. Oh, good. So now we can tell people if they say it's blurry, it's just their settings. We'll tell everybody in the group, update your settings. I was like, I hope it's not blurry because A, we pay for really good internet, and B, we always get the latest and greatest phones, so we have good stuff.
I think we have one of these at the farmhouse. Do we have one of these at the farmhouse? Is it gray?
You know what? My friend Kat bought me one. Yeah, it's not clear glass on the bottom. So
this is just a fun small little jar.
Is where you want to put it on your settings. That's the magic number.
1080 is what we're filming in.
Well, you have to have at least 720 in your settings.
Okay.
Done.
Well, 720 gets you into high def. 1080 is better. And then I'm contemplating going to 4K because the technology is getting really prevalent and TVs are starting to be 8K TVs.
8K?
Yep.
The TV I just bought was 4K.
Yeah, you got the last year's special.
Hey, I'm cheap. All right, let's see.
This was $1.50. Excellent for putting your goldfish in because chickens love goldfish and a little snack. Plus, you know, orange displays well with the white.
That works. Anna says we're on her giant TV and you're not blurry. I don't really want anybody watching me on 1080p, especially when I don't have any makeup on because that shows like all the things.
Oh look, everybody's changing their settings and it's working for them.
All right, so this was $1.50 and I'm selling for $12.95.
Okay, this is just like a little finial topper. It's $1. I don't know how much it was originally. It has lots of stickers on it. How much? What's the pricing on this? I'm gonna guess $6.95, $7.95.
Heidi's watching me on 4K. I'm standing back here. I'm not getting close.
Tom says I'm fine on his screen. And he's got his trifocals on.
It's because Tom's has a bromance. That's okay, Tom.
He has been painting everything. I love his 30-second clips of videos. I watch him paint a whole piece of furniture.
I know, it's like so satisfying to watch something paint in 11 seconds. So that's $11.95 and I paid, what, $1 for it?
Yeah.
I
was low.
What did you say?
Like $7.95. I don't know.
Oh, that's cool. I'm not going to paint it because I like the finish. I'm trying to see if I can find the original
Couple
price.
of wood bowls. Are these a matching set or sold separately?
They are a matching set.
This one was 75
cents.
75 cents. This one was $1.50. They're great for painting up. These probably could get some oil wax, some Sweet Pickins oil wax or something to condition them up, or maybe even some hemp oil.
I was just going to sell them the way they were.
Oh, just like this, huh?
Well, because they look cool.
Oh, yeah.
And
they've got that good age. They're kind of getting white around the edges where the finish is wearing off because it's a lighter wood underneath.
I like the way they look. And here's the thing. Some people, when they do bohemian style, like mid-century vibes, love it.
You do need some wood accent tones.
You do need wood in your farmhouse. Anyways, $19.95 for the pair. 75 cents originally and $1.50. So that, if my math is correct, is $2.25 is what I paid for the pair. And I have not seen this style of wood bowl before. And these are cute painted, but I thought for $19.95, They can have it as
Yeah,
is.
we
or
get
they
them
can
with
paint
like
it.
a little bit of a scallop. That's almost like a petal look. This jar is the coolest jar of the night.
So let me tell you, this is a pro tip, right? All the time when I go to the thrift store, I find just lids. They're sitting very lonely on the
These
shelf.
not friends? They weren't friends before?
No.
They're friends now.
They were, you know that show where they like engaged to married in 3 days or whatever? Like they were dating and now they're married.
Wait, that's a show?
Yeah, I don't know.
Engaged to married in
I don't
3
know.
days.
But anyways, I find lids like this all the time and then I walk up and down the glass aisle until I find something that fits.
I feel like the 3 days isn't enough time to really see all the crazy. I can hide crazy for 3
I
days.
think it's called 72-Hour Fiance or something. I mean, we were dating, what, a month when you told me you wanted to marry me? I
Yeah.
was 17.
I knew all of your weird quirks in the first week because you don't hold anything back.
True that. All right.
There's also this fun little cloche slash, I bet it had like a metal something that it sat in, but now it's a cloche.
Hold on, I haven't told him how much I paid for it.
Oh.
Anyways, if you go up and down the aisle enough, you will find something. Well, generally, depends on if your thrift store is cool like mine. So I paid 75 cents for this and $1 for that and $1.75 later, they're now married. And I'm going to sell it for, wait for it, Caitlin. Caitlin has it linked. I'll tell you in a minute. I think it's $12.95, but I wouldn't swear to it.
Can these guys be friends?
Christine, no. I tried that when I was there. So Christine says, that's a great tip. I've got to try walking around with the lids I find. Almost every time I can find something that works well with it.
Honestly, I would just pick these up because there's a good chance you'll be able to find a jar the next time.
Oh, it already sold for $12.95. At least I said the right price.
Already sold. All right, these I'm guessing were underneath the glass since they're $5.
They were.
A little bit of tarnish on them. Looks like they probably lived by the ocean. The stuff we got from Hawaii looked a lot like this.
So what I love is they have this little shield on the front.
It's a
They're
crest.
very like French European situation there. I don't know. Are they stamped at all on the bottom?
Not that I can see. No. If it was stamped, it's gone.
Okay, so I paid $5 and I'm pretty sure I listed them for $14.95. I'll see when Caitlin drops the link. Donna says they're adorable. Aren't they cute? I don't
Here,
think
I'll put them
that-
on the plate because it's hard to show.
They would be useless in my family of 9 people that live in my house.
Did you know
currently,
that this
but-
plate has a chip?
No.
It does.
$14.95. I always heard. Where's the chip?
So this plate is cut glass. I think.
Oh, it is cut glass. I thought it was.
Yeah, this is cut glass. The chip is right here, and it's really hard to see because it's so detailed. I can just feel it. It's actually pretty sharp. So I will sand it with some 220.
Okay.
You might want to put that in your listing though, that it's got a
Okay.
little bit
Well,
of a
I'm
chip.
pretty sure I only charged $6.95 for that, but I will make sure to add that. If you buy it tonight, you'll know it has a chip. But I will, before we end, I will put that in there.
So, you know, we've been getting better and better at identified cut versus like the press. Is it pressed?
Pressed.
Pressed glass. The cut glass is sharp, got sharper edges.
It's sharp.
And the pressed glass, you
It's
can
like
see the
room
seams.
service salt and pepper. That is way
Ooh.
cute. But it's tarnished, so I don't, like, can you use it if it's got, like, tarnish on it? I don't know. I would just decorate with it or use it for, like, a little tea party. It's so cute. All right. This was 50 cents, and I'm going to sell for $6.95. And like Zeb said, it is cut glass. It's really pretty.
So just to show you, you can
Oh,
kind of
Caitlin's adding
see.
it to the description.
You
Thanks,
can
Caitlin.
see the break right there.
Salt and pepper with
it's
minerals.
not even noticeable. Like if you weren't holding it, you probably wouldn't even see it. So I've just got 220 here.
Christine, another JRV viewer, will be walking the other way with a jar looking for her lid. There's going to be people going up and down the aisle, like trying to match stuff up.
You know,
Oh, Zeb can use it to bring you meals on a tray in bed.
she gets that like 3 times a year.
3 times.
Mother's Day, birthday, and then sometimes if you're sick.
Oh. If I'm sick, on a tray? We don't even have a tray, first of all.
No, I usually just bring it on a plate.
If he's real fancy, he brings me a towel, so that way if I slop the food all over, it gets on the towel.
Depends on what it is. If it's like a messy breakfast or meal, you get towel. If it's not messy, you just get plate.
I'm always a delicate eater. I'm a delicate flower, didn't you know that? All right, so Elaine says, I have a set of 6 plates like that. They were her grandmother's. Well, I like it.
Okay, all the sharp edges are now gone.
Sandy.
No one's gonna get cut.
Jamie, you have to read Lolly's comment. Is it the salt and pepper with minerals? I think I read that one. Did she make another comment that was equally funny? And I also read that comment by Lolly. Maybe she didn't hear me read it.
Okay.
Zeb's face, what? That's a show? I don't know what that is. I don't know. I've lost it.
All right. This is ready to go. No problems there. Looks great. Can't even tell it's broken.
Angelina's husband is got good gameplay. He brings it on a cookie sheet.
Oh, that's next level.
I was just going to say that. I didn't even get the word out, next level.
It's because we hang out way too much.
That's
I don't
true.
know. Is that a thing? Can you hang out too much with me?
Sounds like a Hallmark movie plot meeting at the thrift store. Like, I got the lid, you got the bottom, it must be love. Let's have cocoa. All right, next.
We have these fun knobs. I want to say that these were probably from like Taipan Trading Company or something.
So they also carry knobs like that at Anthropology and Hobby Lobby. Minimum you're gonna pay $3.95 a knob for. I paid $3 for all 4 knobs.
Let me get you the close up.
And I'm pretty sure, there we go, $10.95 for the set of 4 knobs. They're kind of bohemian, but I think they could also go with like a little bit of a farmhouse vibe. Oh, Cost Plus and World Market sell them too.
That's like $2.75 a knob.
10. That was some fast math.
I've been having to do lots of
Donna says they're very
figure in
boho
lately.
and she loves them. I just thought $10.95 is like a really good deal, so somebody will want them.
Who wants a Thunder Cheap?
A what?
A Thunder Cheap.
What the heck is a Thunder Cheap?
When it enters the room, it's like boom, boom, boom. This is the guy that eats all the IG Joes.
IG Joe's.
G.I. Joes. Come on now. Have you never listened to Brian Regan?
No.
Yeah, you have.
Not long because he's usually boring. He's not that funny.
He cracks me up.
I try. Sorry, Brian, if you're watching this. I know you're a fan of ours, but...
You know, he was touring here in Utah, and we missed it because we were working. We had, like, some deadlines at the farmhouse or something.
Oh, I'm so sad I missed it.
I don't go by myself.
I would go with you. I would. All right. How much did I pay for that?
This was a $2 chick.
And I'm selling it for $19.95 because it's a big chick. And it's
It
ready.
is a big chick.
It's kind of vintage inspired. It does have a little scuff on it, but no big deal. And if nobody buys it, it'll look super cute in the store for spring. I'm thinking spring display.
You can't even tell that the scuff is there. You can't see it.
Tom,
his feathers are so bright and shiny.
We don't invoice people. You have to buy it on jrvhome.com. Tom.
Just go to the website, Tom.
He wants the chicken.
This chicken or the big chicken?
Caitlin
it's already for sale. The link is in there. You got to be fast.
They also have them at Home Goods.
So Tom's probably trying to stake his claim because he's tried to buy things a few times back when we had a lot of the molds.
You better buy it fast because Cape
he missed out on the molds a few times when we were getting those.
Cape said they're all going to be fighting over the chick.
Next up, this looks like a double barrel flower holder.
It is a double barrel flower holder.
You get your 2 vases. Yeah, that's too big. And
you get your canning jar.
It could also be used for skipping. My mom pointed out that skipping is a happy action. You can't be sad and skip. And I had to agree with her. Because she watches our videos usually Sunday morning because she's...
I'm going to get you a cardigan and a basket and I'm going to have you skip down Main Street and say, I'm a skipping boy.
I'll do it.
I know. Maybe for wine. Hey, it's 2020. You can put whatever you want there. I would probably put 2 mason jars and some flowers. I'm just trying to start collecting things for spring. So
I would say that this would be really cool with a couple of like milk bottles in there. You know how people like to zhuzh those up?
Oh yeah, but milk bottles aren't that fat. Quart jar.
You know what? We got those amber bottles over here. Let me look.
Amber bottles? The beer bottles. Somebody's like, they sell them in Europe, and I'm like, first of all, I'd have to buy them in Europe, and second of all, I don't drink beer, so I wouldn't know. I know like the major brands.
See?
Rolled up towels.
Now you're set for the beach. You can skip on down there.
Oh gosh. Pint bottles would work. I don't remember how much I charged for that, so I'm going to wait for Caitlin to drop the link. Oh, Brenda Laird, welcome to JRV channel membership. Okay, can you bring the basket back though?
Uh-oh.
How much was it?
It didn't have a sticker on it. It was too spindly.
I'm guessing like $2. But I'm going to put it over here. I'm going to tell you the price in a minute when Caitlin drops it, because I can't remember what I put on there. All right, next. Oh, this, I think I put this for $7.95 and I paid $2 for it. I know you already showed it. So
What are you going to use it for?
So they make these little cupcake trays that are like this big, and this would be so cute on a little cupcake tray. You couldn't actually fit a cupcake in it, but you could put a little figurine or something. It does not fit on that.
I just did it. That just
happened. It sold for $12.95.
This
I said that, but the comments are coming. It's because Zeb's talking about skipping, and I can't even see what Caitlin's dropping. What'd you say?
$2.
It does need some lemon oil, and Jean is a whiz with the lemon oil. We actually sell a lemon essential oil because it helps get tags off, but Jean uses it on cloudy glass, and it cleans it right up.
Okay, so this is a fun little milk glass. This is like the good milk glass, and it's got some kind of worn silver lip around it. Very good and vintage.
I paid 50 cents for it, and I'm pretty sure I sold it for like $5.95. Wait for it. It's coming. I'm gonna watch it. Okay, Zen, that's when you call a roadie when you have something to carry your beer in. I don't know what a roadie is. All right. Next.
Okay, so I just want to let you know that in 1999, State Farm U.S. Figure Skating Championships.
I could not buy it.
I don't know.
Oh, it's $5.95. It is Anchor Hocking, oven proof, made in the USA, 22.
So just so you know, collecting the antique or vintage trophies is a thing.
Yeah, but it's from 1999, so it's not that old. If it was a car, it could have a vintage. It doesn't have to be 20 years to have vintage.
20 years is considered vintage. So this is 21 years old.
It's tarnished silver. It's really cute. And I paid 75 cents for it.
You know what? You tell Harrington about some... I was a junior in high school in 1999.
1999 is when we met. This is our love heart.
Well, that was when that's after I finished the junior year and started on the senior year on the back end.
That's right. But we did not do any figure skating.
No.
Have we gone ice skating together?
A couple times. I'm not a great ice skater.
I'm better than you though, right?
Yeah, it is not elegant or delicate or any of the ice skating things.
It's not often that I'm better than you at things that require coordination and physicality, but
I don't know how to stop. Bad.
I think I put a $6.95.
I'm basically like, watch out! I'm coming in!
$6.95. This hard box can be yours. So if you know somebody that loves State Farm or figure skating or 1999 or just thinks it's cute.
You honestly, if it was sitting on a shelf, you can't tell that it says anything on it.
There you go. Card Simulant was 21 in 1999. Anna says she used to work for Anchor Hocking. Jamie, I have to tell you, I was talking to my son's mother-in-law about you doing your house, and she said, oh, I know, I watch all her videos. That's funny, nice. Renee.
Okay, we've got Raggedy Ann and Andy. They're plaster, and Andy's got a couple little dings on him. We're going to try to color match later in the video. We're at 33 minutes. We should have time for that.
I have an alarm set because I have to be done at 9:30. I have a friend with a sick husband, and I'm picking up a blood oximeter for him.
And so. The drugstore closes.
At the drugstore, and the drugstore closes at 10, so I set an alarm so I wouldn't forget. So these are $22.95. They do have a few chips. We are going to try to touch them up. And I paid $2 each for them.
I'm trying. You know what? I think if you used Marquee and black wax, you'd just get that perfect.
Yeah, and then Salty Kiss lightened up.
Salty Kiss lightened up, and brown, the dark wax, which is more of a brown.
Donna said they look like they're from the 70s. I would have to agree. I think they'd be super cute for a nursery. But anything Raggedy Ann and Andy that I've ever procured has sold really fast.
Well, I think they're very collectible.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jean used to have those in her room when she was a little girl.
Fun.
Okay, then they're not vintage.
You're very sweet.
Linda says the first birthday... Well, I winked at her when I said that. The first birthday cake I made for my daughter was Raggedy Ann.
I saw you wink in my peripheral vision.
Donna says she
your long eyelashes they went...
Christine, Caitlin will drop that email address for combining shipping. All right, let's give away our signs. We're about halfway through.
Giveaway time.
A couple more things to show you.
The first winner here, you can say.
Okay.
The first winner of this sign, the Holiday Greens sign.
The Zeb promises to put a hanger on the back of it.
I promise.
Susan N. No last name, just Susan N. And no profile picture. So if you're Susan with a last name that starts with N, but you have a profile picture, it's not you. Susan N. No profile picture. Email info@JamiRayVintageHome.com with your address, and we'll ship it to you.
Okay. Then the next one.
Caitlin says, I would like you all to know that I had no clue we were doing a giveaway until the beginning of the video. Didn't we announce it? Oh no, because Caitlin moderates our Wednesday lives, right?
Yeah. You would have had to watch Thursday video and comment on that video.
What? No, Wednesday's video.
Or was it Wednesday?
Waste on Wednesday, yeah.
Oh yeah, because we announced the sale and we're like, hey, we made these and we're going to give them away on Saturday. It's okay, Caitlin. You know, sometimes I don't know we're doing things 30 seconds before they actually happen, so you're good.
I think about them, but I forget. I legit did not hear it at all on Wednesday. Well, that's all right.
All the people commenting heard it because they were commenting.
All the comments that said shared?
I don't think Caitlin watches all the videos. She's busy doing other things.
She was moderating. She was on there. It's been a week. It's Black Friday. We're in retail, and Caitlin handles the brunt of it. Caitlin and Ivy. All right. The next winner is Ginger Pennell. She has 2 L's and 2 N's in her Pennell. And she has glasses with blonde hair in her profile picture. Your hair is about this length.
You won the Milk and Cookie Co.
This is yours. Caitlin's blaming it on your children.
I would.
I would.
Yeah.
Harrington's back in town. We blame everything on him now that he's back.
Yeah. He's been helping so much. He's put up a bunch of insulation.
Oh!
Hauled a bunch of insulation.
We made them Wednesday. We announced them Thursday. That's what it was. That's the Stay-at-Home Shopping Network, which Caitlin also moderates. No, Mariah does.
Mariah does that.
That's why she didn't know. There we go.
Either way, the people knew. Did you look at the wrong video for the giveaway?
No, I looked at the right video.
Okay. Okay.
They said shared. We only had shared in one video this week.
Okay. All right. There's one more thing to show. Oh, 3 more things. 3 more things. We use these for cleaning brushes, right? We'll clean the brushes, set them in here to dry. You can put them bristle down, or you can be like, yeah.
This is like the big Mama Jamma. I ordered one on Amazon, but this is twice as big as mine.
This was $2.
$2, and I think I'm gonna sell it for $10.95, if I remember correctly. We'll wait till Caitlin drops the link. But if you need a brush dryer, or if you got baby bottles, $10.95. Zeb was yawning.
I flipped it up to show you and did a big yawn. I've been saving it up.
Oh my gosh. All right, $11.95. There we go, $11.95.
Sometimes I will scratch my nose back here.
Behind stuff?
I'll be like, look at that! And scratch my nose if I get an itch.
Okay.
If I get an itch, you gotta disguise that. Inevitably, if I don't, and I'm not picking my nose, right? I'll just get a little itch and rub the back of my finger on it. Inevitably, when I do that, someone always comments and they timestamp it in the comments so that everybody else can see me rub my nose.
What? They timestamp it because you rub your nose?
Yeah, they're like, oh my goodness! Look what he did! He touched his nose!
Better go wash your hands! All right. Sometimes
it always happens at its
bottom. That also does happen.
That happens too. Okay, we got a bush.
It happened last week, and nobody said we got a bush. Watch out, because that's a tall bush.
It is.
So
tall.
I saw this and I was like, I thought it was real, so I had to buy it. I paid $15 for this. I think it's called hibiscus, if I remember correctly. It's got fake bamboo, and I'm gonna sell it only in the shop, not online, because this sucker is like.
How's the close up on that?
I was like pushing the cart around with this giant hibiscus, and people were like looking left and right.
Look at that. It's like got silk flowers on it.
I'm going to sell it for $49.95. Jamie's dragging and Zeb is punchy. I'm not dragging. I'm good. I'm wide awake.
I've been working her real hard over at the farmhouse. She's been hauling insulation, climbing up and down ladders, which, 3 steps up is the max height, but she's been all the way to the top. I've seen her. She's even been comfortably sitting at the top, responding to someone on social media.
No, that's the big ladder that I sit on the top, which you're not supposed to. All right, so $15. I'm going to sell it, not online, but at the shop for $49.95, but it was worth showing. All right, I bought Zeb something else. This is Zeb's day, apparently. Zeb has a drafting desk that's from Lehi High School that's been on the back porch for like months. And I picked him up a chair for his desk.
It's even the right color.
Yeah, Zeb loves green, and it will stay that way for about 3 seconds till I reupholster it.
What are you going to reupholster it in?
not green. Like oh gosh,
Can we do?
there's something in my eye.
So the only other option I will accept is like a brown leather.
A brown. I don't remember giving you options. Remember when we got married? What I told you?
Yes, I know. I got the garage and outside.
You get to decorate the garage and outside.
The base of this is also cool, but I can't fit the whole thing in the camera.
Okay.
Check out the wheels on that. And it's adjustable, and it has a height lock. What are you doing?
There's something in my eye.
Did you lose an eyelash?
No, I don't know.
All right, I'll show them the coffee table.
Okay, show me the coffee table. That's not for sale. I paid $8 for it.
It was $8. If you heard, it's not for sale. Okay, so let me move a couple things off. I think we had planned on painting the coffee table. I don't know if there's any time left to do that. We're going to use milk paint because the milk paint's on sale at JamiRayVintage.com until Monday at midnight. That's November 30th, 2020.
Okay, I'm back. It was an eyelash.
Was an eyelash.
And it was the fake one, so they're big and thick.
Okay, so this coffee table was a $10 deal.
I'm going to sell it for $200. It's solid wood. But the reason why it's $200 is because it includes shipping. So in the shop, it's going to be $125.
Oh, we are shipping this.
Yeah. Because I can fit that in a box.
That includes the shipping.
That includes the shipping. So there you go.
It's got some dings and chips and some fun love.
Fun love.
Yep, you never know what happened on this. Oh, you know what? I do know what happened on
I don't
this.
like when you say we never know what happened and then you said fun love. That is not this kind of coffee table.
It's not this kind of channel. I'm sorry, I'll keep it PG.
Oh, it's $225 actually, sorry.
Some little kid at some point, probably a 2-year-old, decided that this was tasty. You can see the teeth marks.
Well, I don't think it's tasty. I'm just going to paint it. But it's got flathead screws, so I'm assuming how old do you think this is, like 40s, 50s?
I would guess late 40s, mid 50s, somewhere in there. It's not quite the mid-century modern.
Did you say it's oak? It's not mid-century modern. This is French provincial.
No, I said it's leaning toward. It's like trying to escape that, you know.
Yeah, it's French provincial.
Yes, it is oak. Through and through.
Diane says if you paint your chair layered chocolate and wax it, it will look like leather.
It could possibly be a veneer. No, I'm looking at it here and it's oak.
Somebody says decorate the garage, how grand. Did you say something after I left that was funny?
No.
Oh, I was gonna paint that.
Are we going for it? You
Yeah,
gotta
I'm ready.
clear off the table over there.
Alright, I'll pass you the stuff.
Okay, I think that's all the stuff. I'll pass you the table back in a second.
I can upholster in leather if that's what you want.
And guess what?
What?
I did get you the nail gun that
nail gun?
you could use. The big one.
The big nail gun does staples?
No.
Well, then how is that going to help me
But it will
upholster?
drive through leather.
But you don't use nails to upholster. You use staples.
Just tell Christy I'm putting all this stuff over here.
Jean,
By the
Zeb is
other
putting
door.
all the stuff over there.
By the other door.
Do we know what the craft boxes are? Okay. Zeb hasn't had time to mail it, but I'll tell you what it's going to be. Mail it. Make it. That's the word. Make it. It's going to be a little stand-up situation, kind of like the trees, except for it's going to look like an old mirror. It's going to be a cutout with a little detail on the top, and he's going to router it. But then it's not going to be an old mirror. We're going to paint it black, and then we're going to stencil like chalkboard art on it. That's what's coming. Hopefully that makes sense to you and you're a visual person, but I drew it all out. And Zeb
It's going to be really cool.
It's going to be cool. I promise. Where do we pre-order the boxes? Caitlin can drop the link. If you go to JRV Home, we have the subscription boxes there and they are live. All of our subscription boxes are only, because we have a few different kinds that we sell, they're only live until January 1st and then they shut off because that gives us a whole month. Because we ship out all the subscription boxes the end of January.
We'll get past this insulation inspection and I will make it.
I've
been on the time crunch trying to get this thing done.
We'll give Zeb 2 weeks. How about that? 2 weeks to make it. Or 3. We told people we're going to move into the farmhouse 2020, so we got it.
Man, I already live there. I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, so I also need the coffee table back.
Although
you came back, but you did not bring the coffee table.
Well, you still had stuff in the way. I had.
Well, you're supposed to be putting the stuff
So
up.
you know how your phone, when you plug
Can
it
you give
into
me
your
a-
vehicle and it says, hey, the navigation's going, and it automatically tries to determine where you might be going. At least mine does that. And it now has the farmhouse labeled as work, and it knows that I sleep at the other address.
That's funny.
Yeah, so it'll be like home or work. Which one you want to go to?
My phone gets confused. It usually tries to just take me to Jami Ray Vintage.
It used to have Jami Ray Vintage, the shop here, labeled as work, but that has changed. And I didn't change it.
You're probably wondering what I'm doing. I didn't tell you. I'm mixing up milk paint. This is on Black Friday sale, so all the milk paint is 20% off until November.
I already told him.
Oh.
But you can tell him again.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you again. Until November. Did you just tell him that? Where was that? Oh, I was like, I didn't hear that. Okay, till November 30th at midnight, and this is pantry door. Also, the Zimbra brushes are 20% off, the stencil brushes, and then we have a bunch of stencils that are half off. That's all JamiRayVintage.com. And then if you go to jrvhome.com, we have a Black Friday collection with everything that we have for sale that's 20% off. And then all the clothes, shoes, bags, jewelry, headbands, anything in JRV Closet is buy two, get two free. And you can mix and match in that. So if you haven't taken advantage of that sale, don't miss out.
Okay, coffee table's back.
All right, so I'm mixing this paint up. This is not the proper way to mix it up. And I'm not
They
going...
can't even see what you're doing.
Can they see under the table? I don't know. Yeah, they
Here,
can see.
I will move the camera back so they can see
They can
more
see.
of the
I'm
coffee table.
stirring. You should use a whisk or a immersion blender. You should also measure 1 part paint to 1 part water, but...
Here, you just gotta sit up straight and they can see your pretty eyes.
My pretty eyes. All right, I can't do that. That table is taking up a lot of the screen. All right, you fix that while I mix this.
Okay.
Weren't you gonna fix the Raggedy Ann and Andy?
I am gonna work on Raggedy Ann and Andy.
And maybe the rooster.
Oh, and yes, the rooster.
We have 10 minutes. What can you do in 10 minutes?
The rooster can get done, and I think I can get these guys done too.
This is Sweet Pickins milk paint and pantry door. Farmhouse Finishes does not have this color, only Sweet Pickins. If you could only buy the Zebra brush, I would get the round Zebra. It's a really good, it gives good coverage, it carries a lot of paint, and it also does good with detail work. So, but you know what, we're out of Palm Pros, but I think we have something like the Palm Pro. It's like skinny and flat. That's also a good one.
Okay, can you guys see the break here on the tail?
I'm not adding bond, so hopefully this gets chippy.
There, you can see it. It's just cracked. So what I'm doing is I'm taking the IOD air dry clay. I've gone to using it almost like a wood putty.
I used it the other day. What did I fix?
I can't remember.
Oh, I fixed a frame with it. That frame from Waste Not Wednesday. We sold it, but before I painted it, I put wood putty.
The great thing is, though, it's a lot stiffer than wood putty, and it holds its shape.
So the difference between milk paint, like Sweet Pickins milk paint, and Farmhouse Finishes is that Farmhouse Finishes has bond built in it, and typically will not chip, but it can chip and crack. I mean, I say typically because you never know. Milk paint has a mind of its own, whereas Sweet Pickins does not have bond in it, and it will chip unless your surface is like dry, and so you can add bond to it.
If you're painting on raw wood or really old like salvage wood, it loves it. It'll soak it right up.
Yeah. And yeah, raw wood, it doesn't really even matter which brand you use. It's not chipping or coming off. I like to use milk paint because I want it chippy, or if I want to add a certain amount of bond, you know, like there's a recommended amount and then just a splash, so then I can control the chippy. It's all natural, food safe. You can also water it down and make faux stains if you're doing anything that's going to come in contact with food.
Well, we're going to use it in our sealer for the oak flooring that we've got.
Yeah.
To tint the sealer.
Rachel, if you want it to chip on old wood, there's a couple ways you can do it. The best way, if you can do it outside, is to spray it with a spray can of lacquer, and then before the lacquer dries, or spray paint, like as a base coat, and before it all the way dries, when it's like halfway tacky feeling, then milk paint it and you can get it to chip. We have some videos showing that on there, but I've done that technique quite a bit. And if you still can't get it to chip, you can also wet, distress, and heat gun it. But just make sure you've got a base coat of something to give it some resist. Because really what milk paint, if it's dry, it soaks it in, right? But if it's got any kind of shine, that's the resist that helps it chip. And we've got quite a few videos showing that. We did a live when we did some core bowls for the farmhouse for our shelves, and we did that technique. Zeb, if you have a small place on a dresser top, would you use wood putty or Bondo?
Bondo, unless you're going to stain it. Bondo just hardens up so much better than wood putty. I've never found a wood putty that is actually stainable that will get as hard as Bondo will.
I didn't mix it up very good. There's a bunch of chunks at the bottom, so I'm stirring some more. Don't get milk paint on your clothes. It does not come off the way DIY does. Disclaimer. Now Zeb and I, after I go drop off the blood oximeter, then Zeb and I are going to go back to the farmhouse and do insulation until midnight because we don't work on Sunday. So then we'll go home, and then Monday morning we'll get up bright and early to finish whatever it is we got to do. We'll just sleep all day Sunday, and then we'll get up Monday at like 1
Well, Harrington told me he's used to getting up at 3 a.m. and getting for the early shift over at
so you said he worked Monday morning?
Yeah, he's like, I'll come help you work early Monday morning, so I'm just hoping I don't run out of insulation because, you know, the hardware store isn't. I still have 13 bags, and we're pretty much all the way done with our room and the loft.
Yeah, we're done with the R19, and we got lots of bags of that left over.
Yeah, well, if it comes down to it, and we still have time, I will just use the R19 and double it up. They don't care if you do that. Okay, so you can see the repair. It's very obvious now where it was broken, and I kind of left it free form. You can see there's a lot of detail and curves to this tail. So once that dries, we will paint that up, and you won't even hardly know that it happened unless you watch this video.
So there's a few chunks because I did not use a blender. I just used my brush to mix up the paint. But it's okay because when I sand it, it'll come off. The thing about milk paint is it's very forgiving. You don't have to be the best painter in the world. When you sand, it gets buttery smooth. But it is unpredictable. You never know how much it's going to chip or where it's going to chip.
You just have to be prepared that something will chip somewhere.
Something could happen. The more you use it, the easier it is to like predict what's going to happen. Like this one, I think it'll chip in some places, but not others because it had some dry spots where the varnish was missing.
I'm going to get some small little brushes and fix Raggedy Ann and Andy.
Okay, I'm just going to keep painting this situation here. The first coat's always like streaky, but the second coat gets better. I love little coffee tables like this because they work great in the shop when I want to stack stuff. All right, let's see if there's any questions. Will you sand the rooster's tail? Like to make it smooth? Probably. Pulse oximeter. Something like that, I don't know. I have a friend who has a husband who's sick, and so I'm just picking it up for them. Walgreens allows you to order stuff, and they do like curbside pickup. So I'm just getting that. I'm really good at buying stuff online. It's a good skill of mine. Sorry, I'm focusing on trying to get this painted. The only thing with milk paint, if you're used to using DIY paint, it's not as thick.
You can mix it up thick though.
What will you use to seal it? I'm probably going to use clear wax. If you were wanting to make something food safe, hemp oil is clear wax. Jamie, hemp oil is food safe. Brain's not working. Caitlin says, Jamie, can you talk about how to use the base milk paint? What do you mean base milk paint? You mean the milk paint that doesn't have pigment in it? You just have to add pigment to it.
Oh.
I'm guessing that's what she's asking. I don't know what she means. Oops. There's drips all over this situation.
All right. So I've got some DIY paint in Salty Kiss. Right here we've got chip and the red hair. And then chip on like the greenery around the flower here.
Oh, Kayla says that Nancy wants to know how you get pigment. From an art supply store or a paint manufacturer.
Yeah, once you mix it up, you can you can get all kinds of fun stuff.
I've personally never bought it, but if you like know a paint manufacturer, if you just look up.
So I use pigment for resin all the time, and I get it at Hobby Lobby.
Okay. You could also just Google paint pigment, and the reason why we sell it blank is so that way people could actually make any color milk paint they want.
Okay, so I got a little bit of white out here because that is not quite Salty Kiss. Actually, it looks more yellow than this. The Salty Kiss is more of like a blue-green. I might have to get, I gotta get some yellow.
You're gonna get more yellow? I'm gonna put the lid on this paint before a whole gallon of milk paint falls. You can buy milk paint by the gallon, we sell that. And what I do is I put my milk paint in these IKEA containers.
Actually, I'm just gonna add some Fancy Farm Girl and we'll see what we get.
Stacy, this is pantry door. Renee says 2-minute warning before I gotta go. Well, we're gonna know when I have to go because we're gonna hear that.
Her alarm's gonna go off and we're gonna be like, hey.
It's really important that I don't forget this. I set alarms for important things. I set an alarm so that way I know what time to leave the farmhouse today. I worked right up until it's time to go. I want to use milk paint for my Christmas ornaments, but want them to last, so I need to seal it with wax. You could use a Big Top, Sweet Pickins top coat. I mean, if your ornaments, it's not going to come off your ornaments.
So my color match was not perfect, so what I'm doing is I'm disguising the rest to kind of look like my color match.
Smart. All right.
And then we'll take some dark wax, just go over that, and it'll match the rest, I think.
I think my phone's going to be really loud, so I'm going to turn the alarm off.
Okay, let me just get some marquee in the hair here. I'll heat gun this. It'll just take a second. And then we'll put some wax on there, and you guys can tell me if you think it's okay.
I actually have a couple extra minutes. The Walgreens is literally like 10 minutes down the road.
Well, we don't have any dark wax?
We don't. Yes, we do. It's in a big container. All right. I want to heat gun this and see what happens, and then I can go. Oops, phone's attached. I had like 12% battery when we started. All right.
Okay, we've got the chip in his hair up here. I think I'm gonna leave this wear here on his bow. And I'm just gonna go straight marquee with this.
If you're wondering why I'm barely getting to go pick up this pulse oximeter, it's because I just found out they needed it right before the live video. I don't generally go to the store at 10 o'clock. That's a lie. I do. Gene says there's a lot of dark wax.
Yep, I found it.
Frida, this is Pantry Door by Sweetie Jane. It's by Sweetie Jane. By Sweet Pickens. Sasha is Sweetie Jane because her middle name is Jane, and so her mom calls her Sweetie Jane. That's where that name comes from. This actually literally comes because Sasha had an old vintage door with chippy paint, and it was this color green. So she called it Pantry Door because it was her pantry door. What am I hitting?
Right there.
Oh, that's a really good match.
Yeah, and then hit this too so that I can dark wax it and we'll see what we get.
All right. Is that good?
I think so. Although right here. Ooh, that's my finger.
I just want to see if I can get to chip.
And here we are. That's what I'm looking for.
Problem is my paint was pretty wet, so it's not drying so fast. Sometimes it doesn't chip till the second coat. We might not get any chipping.
Okay, so this is dark wax, which it's a good antiquing color. Can go, it goes kind of brown on you, leans towards the brown family. And then we do have a black wax in the DIY family that is a true black.
Thanks, Kai. She said this table is very graceful. I think so too. It's going to look cute. Whether or not it chips, I'll make it chip because I'll do wet distress. And then I might put a cute stencil on the top, maybe a transfer. I don't know. We'll see.
Okay, so you can see the spot where I waxed up here. Oh, I might have not waited long enough. I'm bringing it back to the white.
One of my favorite mixes is 50/50 Sweetie Jane with Pantry Door. It's what a lot of things that I paint for my own personal house are in that mix.
Okay.
Just remember, it will chip. It's starting to chip. So if you don't want it to chip or you're worried it'll chip too much, you better order some Bond too. It's also 20% off.
Alright, I like that. I feel like that's good enough. I mean, the big white chip was right here. He had a big white chip up here in his hair. And then we'll fix Raggedy Ann. And you know what? I might have enough paint.
I'm getting crackle over here. Is there crackle over there? I can't see that.
I've got paint and wax on here. We're going not the recommended method.
Deb, is there any crackle on the front? I can't see.
I'm not seeing any.
Okay.
You're gonna get some here.
Ooh.
It looks like it'll go.
It's drippy, but actually, here's the thing: if your first coat has any drips,
that's where you get the good cracking.
Yeah, or you just sand it and then put the second coat on.
So here, I think I'm gonna use some. I'll use some yellow, and then we'll just brown wax or do the. I call it brown wax. The dark wax over that, and
they should just call it brown because that's what color it is. It's brown, black wax is black.
So, anyway, fixed him right up. It looks like he's got some weird blue up here.
Yeah, we don't. Caitlin just commented we can't combine website orders. There's a couple of reasons. One is we have 2 separate shipping teams. Oops, smoking hot. The other one is because we don't ship milk with like home decor, milk paint or paint with home decor. I am super tired.
Yeah, if it breaks, if the paint breaks, or you'll get oil wax or something, and they pack it really well. The chance of it breaking is pretty slim. They've gotten really good at it, despite it not.
I feel like the UPS,
despite it getting kicked around.
UPS and USPS sees our boxes and they're like challenge accepted.
Yeah.
I hear from a lot of people that their box came completely demolished, but everything inside
We
was
get
safe.
lots of pictures of boxes that literally look like they've been ran over, and the stuff inside's okay. So anyway, what I was saying is we don't want any of that stuff getting on like your fun shirt that you got from JRV Closet.
Or your home decor. What was Super Chat?
Super chat!
Thanks, Remy. She said, I'm good to help my friend tonight. I have really good friends. Debbie was here visiting, and she was like, yeah, we'll spin that. We'll show you the crackle. And she's like, I didn't know you had girlfriends. And I was like, I guess I should talk about, I mean, not that I didn't have girlfriends, but that I had close friends. But I have this core group of girlfriends, and they have saved my butt many times. All right, we're going to flip this around because there's good crackle on this side. It is going to get a second paint, and if it has chips or crackle, I just go right over it. And the crackle usually will carry through to the second coat as will the chips.
Okay, I will bring the camera close, and then we're going to say goodnight.
All right. There's chipping right here. This is what I mean by authentic chipping.
So you can kind of see the crackle there. Is it showing on the camera?
Yeah, you can see that, and then look, watch.
That won't happen with just distressing.
Nope.
Oh, and you burned it over there.
Yeah, it's real, whatever.
Second coat will catch
Second coat will cover that. All right, I'm going to go grab that oximeter, and then I'll come back and pick you up. Zeb has to do payroll. All right, guys, visit jrvhome.com for the things you saw tonight, our clothes, the home decor. Don't forget to check out the Black Friday section and our clothing sale, the buy two, get two free. And if you want to get the paint that we used, hit up JamiRayVintage.com. The milk paint is 20% off until November 30th, along with the brushes, the stencils, and IOD tube transfers. I forgot, those are on sale too.
Yeah, the IOD tube transfers. What's left of them, we're going to new format stuff, so buy them up.
Yeah. All right, be sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to Jami Ray Vintage for more
DIY.
Love you guys. See you next week.